No, I guessed that you would be the only one who would dare to come here. You've got courage.
Oh, snap. That's new. Let's go. I can't hear Justin. Is it just me?
Shit. My bad. I was on mute. My bad, y'all. My bad.
It's okay. It's okay. It's ring rust.
We're a little
Ring
rusty.
rust.
A little rusty.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's
A little
been
rusty,
a while.
but not musty.
Hey. But listen. We're live in location, right? Chicago Stand Up, right? Of course, I had to have the Poppy in the building.
Yo.
Right? And of course, our homie, right? We had to bring him back. The chef, the number one himself. Well, tell him what it is.
First and foremost, as always, I'm really glad to be here. When I found out what the sweaty session was tonight, I didn't feel like there was any option for me not to be here. So I'm pretty excited for this one. How are you guys?
Dope. Good, man. Good. You know, there's been a lot of wrestling that we had to cover.
Yeah.
All the things with the G1, all the things that have been going on in AAA and CMML. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. But we have to start this off the only way we know how. Ladies and gentlemen, what type of wrestling fan have y'all been?
Wait. Before we get to the type of wrestling fan we've been, I just got to play this one time. Hopefully, it plays well for everybody in location.
Do it. Hey.
Listen, we're back. We can't pretend like we haven't been on a little sabbatical, a little hiatus, you know. So every time we come back, I got to play it.
Well, come on. It's only fitting. Of course, we got to hit the chat real quick. Kayla, what's good? Thank you for stopping by. Right, the homie Dom. Right, we just seen you guys.
Notorious. What's going on, man?
Nope. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the hardest working woman in the business.
Yeah, it's Katie.
Right, celebrating 200 episodes, I think. Right?
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. It's the big 200.
Yeah.
Root beer. Okay, shout out, Zach.
Shout out to you, Zach. Shout out.
Root beer float day. All right. Should have gotten one today. Had I known. A little late for the day for that now.
It's a little late, you know. Yeah. But you can always make your own. But like I was saying, my homies, what type of wrestling fan have y'all been?
Will, you're a guest, man. Why don't you go first?
You want me to tee this off?
Yeah. Go ahead, tee me off.
So it's this week specifically. It's not about what type of wrestling fan I am. It's about what kind of wrestling fan I will be in the very near future. And that's apparently fucking broke, my guy. Because ESPN and Netflix and Hulu to get USA and CW, if you put all of it together, apparently annually it could cost you as much as almost $500 a year to watch WWE.
Jesus. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts to think about. And We've had this conversation here and on Creation Conversations and on Nerdy News, all the friend networks and shows about how, like, we cut the cord to go away from cable to go to all these streaming services. Uh-huh. And now, as the years have progressed, as it happened, we've slowly got to where all these bundled services are going back together, and it's costing us more than what it did when we just had fucking cable 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm not currently, but in the near future, apparently I'm going to be a broke wrestling fan because WWE just wants to pad their pocketbooks.
Yeah, I feel that.
Especially with the subs, the subscriptions are like increasing their prices, just like the state taxes, just like the state taxes. You know?
And it's not just WWE though. Like I'm not a big UFC guy. All right, I'm not. But I watched the last fight. It was the big retirement for the one dude. I was like, hell yeah, let's watch it. Right.
You
We
said the
ended up
one.
having to the one dude. Right. He was retiring, but we had to end up pirating it because on top of our ESPN Plus membership that we already pay for, part of the Hulu, part of all the bullshit,
Yeah.
it was going to cost us another $80 just to pay to
Jesus.
watch the fight. I was
Ah.
like, holy shit, what do we pay for?
Right.
Like, what is the subscription fee for if I still have to pay another $80 to watch two grown men fight in their underwear?
Yeah.
Like, what does the
no.
world come to?
I've come to learn that whole ESPN Plus whatever thing isn't really anything. Like you might as well just pay for the regular ESPN. You can't watch anything that's on main ESPN. You can't watch any of the live events from UFC like you mentioned or any other events. So like WWE, you won't be able to do it with the ESPN Plus. If you have ESPN Plus, that's not enough. You got to get that premium subscription. That's like $30 a month.
Yep.
But good news though. Good news though. So if you do have like Hulu live TV or YouTube TV or some sort of package that has ESPN, apparently that's where you'll be able to watch all the live PLEs for WWE. I still don't know what's gonna happen with the library. You know, all the past content and stuff like that. That's what I'm mostly curious about. But to bounce off of what Will's saying, I think his type of wrestling fan goes hand in hand with the type of wrestling fan I am going to be. And I am going to be a seasick wrestling fan. And the reason why, yeah, it's because I'm gonna have to get my Kairi Sane on, my Paul Burchill on, you know, just to watch all these shows because I already have to do that to watch SmackDown because I don't want to pay for cable just to have the USA Network.
Right.
The only thing I don't even pay for Netflix. My wife pays for it. So shout out to my wife.
Shout out.
I can watch NXT on the CW, but that's because it's local television. But if I miss it and I don't watch it live, I have to watch on the CW app, which is free. But those ads are killer because there's maybe 20 ads per episode. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
So, and then, Peacock, obviously I have it for the PLE, so Peacock's going to be gone soon. Unless, I just want to keep it for my office fixations, which correlate with everything here. But yeah, I'm going to be a seasick wrestling fan. I'm going to be a car sick wrestling fan because the whiplash I'm getting from dealing with the IWC, seeing the comments from one side to the other, tribalism from AW and WWE diehards, it's exhausting. It's honestly very much exhausting. And I'm just sick. I'm a sick wrestling fan.
No, man, you just you're in the wave, going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah. Yep. And I can't swim, so I'm fucked if I go overboard.
Hell no. Hell no.
Oh.
So the type of wrestling fan I've been is kind of like a follow me. I think y'all know potluck type of wrestling fan, right?
Okay.
When you go to a potluck, you bring your own dish and you try to see what all the other people have brought, right? It may be good, it may be bad, but you brought something because that's the whole point, right?
True.
That's the way it's been since we've been on a break, right? Potluck, you try somebody's food. It looks like beef stew, but it might be cooked a little bit different ingredients. That's the G1, right? A little bit more enhanced, right, than some of the other dishes that are out there, right? Might be a little bit more, extreme taste palettes than what some people might be used to, right? Then you got your microwavable mac and cheese that kind of looks sus, but to some people it tastes good, right? NWA, right?
Oh my god!
Follow me, right? Because you can't mess up mac and cheese. You can't, right?
Okay.
It's impossible, right?
You can burn it.
You can burn it, right? You can add it. You can add stuff to it to kind of hide the the microwavable flavor, the radiation that might be in there, right? And then you get to your burgers, right? Because that's always at a potluck, the burgers, right? And it's doctored up with all kinds of ingredients. Some people be doing aioli. Some people might be doing portobello mushrooms. Some people might be getting all fancy with the bun. That's WWE. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because just like they've been doing since they acquired by Netflix and getting more money, it's all sauce with the same meat. Okay, it's
Okay.
been the same meat since 1983, 84, 85, whatever, right? But what changes is the packages it comes in, right? Just like the McDonald's cheeseburger, right? It used to be styrofoam, now it's in this paper. You know what I'm saying?
All
So
right.
it all gets doctored up, and then of course occasionally then you get like somebody might want to be you little unique and put ketchup on a hot dog and doctor it up again with relish and sometimes onions, sometimes other things, and that's AEW, right?
Okay. Okay.
They're
AEW's a
trying
good
they're
dog.
trying to do the same thing but be a little unique, and I appreciate that. So for me, that's the type of wrestling fan I've been. Is a potluck type of wrestling fan.
Okay, I like that analogy. It's and
Yeah.
obviously with us not having to do the weekly stuff on Getcho, it leaves you open to be like, okay, not so much WWE consumption. Let me try what's over here on the potluck. Like you said, like the G1, AEW, your
Mm-hmm.
local indies, NWA. If you're into that sort of thing, heck, you might have popped in an old episode of Lucha Underground if you wanted to. Like,
It's
Dude,
I'm
for
I,
real.
I hey, dude. I mean,
listen,
every so often
yeah,
when WWE isn't doing it and AEW's booking is just hurting my eyes, that's what I
hmm
go to. I
okay,
go back to what I'm saying, Lucha Underground, right? The Pentagon versus Vampiro, that whole match, that
mhm.
storyline. People want to talk about storylines. That was a storyline. You know what I'm saying? You didn't
Yeah,
know who was Vampiro's like leader, right? I mean, you didn't know who Pentagon's leader was, and it ended up being Vampiro, right?
right.
And Matt Stryker doesn't get enough credit for being a commentator. He was pretty good, you know.
I mean, I
for
mean,
what he was supposed to do, he was pretty good.
I'm here for it.
it's better than his teaching gig, that's for sure.
Ooh,
But hey,
ooh.
look, you were comparing wrestling promotions to foods. If Lucha Underground had to be compared to a food, I think it'd be like that street corn in a cup, with the mayo and the cheese and the chile and the
Mm-hmm.
butter and
Mm-hmm.
everything. Just mix it up in the cup. That's Lucha Underground. De
Yes.
Loquero. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. 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 100%. All right. Since like we were talking about, we have a lot to cover, right? But we're all just gonna break it down into the things that we've seen and the things that we like, right? Winners and losers of the wrestling week. If you want to do something about SummerSlam, if you want to do something about AEW, just have at it. It's not, you know how it is. It really doesn't have to have a format. It's just like whatever we like.
yeah. Um, I'll kick this one off. Like,
All
you
right.
want me to do a winner and a loser, or just either or?
You can do both. If you want to do both, you could. If you just have
Okay.
one, that's fine.
All right, all right, all right. Fair enough. I'll stick to the wrestling week. Big winners. I gotta give it to Alexa and Charlotte Flair.
Fluor.
They really
Ah.
got over as a team. They got some chemistry. It's going. The crowd's behind them, like we've mentioned in the past. I heard you guys talking about it on SmackDown this past week. Will,
Shout out.
uh, one of Alexa's biggest accomplishments is like having the crowd actually like get behind Charlotte, and that's really cool to see. It did come at the expense of Judgment Day, which I will always go to bat. I don't care how much people don't want to see them anymore. I will always go to bat for them because that's my crew. Those are my boys, my gals. But no,
Of
no,
course.
Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, big winners of the weekend. Obviously, walked away with the championships. Then had another phenomenal match on Monday in the rematch against Judgment Day. Great chemistry. I like this. And then there was a little bit of a foreshadowing. Former best friends, Rusev and Sheamus, were brawling in the backstage area like crossing the path of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but to me, that kind of like plants the seeds, a little foreshadowing that these two, not like coworkers, not friends, but really are friends, are becoming friends, but won't be friends soon enough. So
Mm.
that's what I have as winners. A loser. Um, I'm gonna have to give it to Roman Reigns. Just because his week. If we started off from last week, he got his shoes stolen. He's the first wrestler in the history of professional wrestling to get beat up so bad that he had his shoes stolen. Then they were paraded around Bronson Reed's neck, at SummerSlam. Granted, they did pick up the victory, but then what happened this past Monday? Again, within the span of 8 days, once again, those Jordan ones, they got stolen again by Bronson Reed. He walked away all sad and nothing but socks. The memes are going back and forth. So big loser is going to be Roman Reigns. You can't have your shoes stolen twice in the span of like
Twice.
twice in the
Dude.
span and less than
Dude.
less than 10 days. You got your shoes stolen twice. Like, step your game up, bro. Come on, do something. Come out there in sandals. Do at this point. At this point, pull it a new maga and just tape your feet up with like some tape and don't even just forego the shoes at this point. I guess in a sense, Bronson Reed is also a winner because he has something now. He's not just like the muscle guy that's like intimidating that does a lot of tsunamis. Now he's a tribal thief,
He's a
the
sneaker
owner
stealer.
of the Shula
Yeah.
Fala,
The
so
Shula Fala?
he's got some more sazon to him, which is always good in wrestling. You need a little bit sazon to a wrestler and their character. So
And it's a gimmick that's like, it's something fresh too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's relatable too. Like if you grew up in rough neighborhoods, you know that your shoes get stolen when you get robbed and you get beat up.
oh, dude, exactly, man, exactly.
Never happened to me. Never happened to me. Couldn't relate. I got jumped, but they didn't take my shoes.
But
out.
not for your shoes.
At least they didn't take my shoes.
Oh my gosh. What about you, homie Will? What you got?
I would probably say, looking at it from this perspective, the biggest winner, and it's going to go back to last Thursday, and it's going to be a bit of a stretch. You guys will have to follow me here. It's going to be Dustin Rhodes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay, he won the TNT title.
TNT, yeah.
Yeah, he had that huge. He was the perfect quintessential transition champion because they had the vacancy. They let him get the win, get that singles title, that visual victory, and then him and Kyle Fletcher went out there on Collision and had one of just banger of a street fight for that belt. So I feel like one of the biggest winners this week has to be Dustin Rhodes and Kyle Fletcher for that match on Collision and what they did with that TNT story in such a short amount of time, considering Adam Cole's injury. So huge winners. Biggest losers? I'm probably going to have to go with, and again, it goes back to what I brought up at the beginning, is Disney. And it's hard to think about the mouse being a loser, but like they just paid all these billions of dollars to get ESPN to stream WWE, and 2 years ago they could have bought the whole company for 6 or 8. You know what I mean? Like,
totally.
Disney kind of shot themselves in the foot here. They could have bought the Fed when they had the opportunity to. They just didn't want to shit the money, and now they ended up spending a third of what they would have had to anyways just to get the digital product. And I'm like,
let me pose a hypothetical to you, Will.
Good thing to bring up.
If in a hypothetical parallel universe that Disney likes to do in their cinematic universes, what if Disney had purchased WWE instead of TKO? Like, instead of like TKO groupings being like the new ownership group of WWE, what if it actually was Disney that purchased WWE? Would they be in a better spot now than they currently are, or would they be worse or more or less even killed?
Oh, I think they would be way worse, honestly.
Really?
Facts.
I think if Disney got hold and sunk their teeth deep into WWE, the product would look totally different than what it does now, simply for the fact that if Deadpool had the fight to keep their R rating for the movie, there's no way WWE's ever going to get color on live television ever again. You know what I mean? Like, the product itself would shift. It would go further away from pro wrestling, more onto the entertainment and the television side of things, which is already my least favorite side of the sport. So I think long term, if Disney gets hold of WWE and sinks their teeth into it, it's not going to be what people think it will be. It's not going to be good for the business. Disney doesn't need to own the managing rights to the WWE.
Fair enough.
Also that too, they're gonna put a lot more family friendly focus, but not of the good kind. You know what I'm saying? Not of the good kind.
No.
And they're probably would want something like Alexa Bliss to go back to her Disney fan gimmick that she was doing in NXT.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be at the forefront.
The
Stuff like
question
that.
is, do we get the Yeti make a return to the continuity of wrestling? You know,
The
maybe he gets an animated film or whatever.
But that would also, if Disney were to buy it, that would make Charlotte a Disney princess,
Yes.
Yes.
and that would
Yes.
make Seth a Disney villain.
Yes.
Oh yes. You know what? Hey, write that down. That might be like women, like wrestling characters as Disney princesses and Disney villains. That could be a sweaty session.
Okay. Discuss after the show. Discuss after the show.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do want to send a shout out to Just in Time, the Redeemer. I know he was in the comments earlier. Just want to send a shout out to the homie. And of course, our big homie right here, Matt from the Smack and Raw podcast.
What's
I
up,
want to
Matt?
see Will and Vincent still. Oh, blindfolded.
Okay.
Okay.
Bluey and
Bluey
WWE.
and WWE. Hey, I see that. You know what I'm saying? Who let the dogs out? You know?
Okay.
He could come out with Braun. He could come out with Braun Breaker.
Yeah, sure.
Charlotte would be even. Oh, definitely, I can see that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Pretty sure she did the Disney thing.
Yes, I was just about to bring that up. They did something incomparable. A couple
Disney
episodes
princess.
before.
But did we do
Uh,
Disney? Well,
I'm sure we can find a way to tweak it somehow.
Yeah, we'll talk to Katie so we don't get hit with a copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah, yeah, we don't want to get. We don't want a cease and desist letter in the mail from Katie.
I don't want to be like those Jacksons.
Exactly. Use the intellectual properties that you own.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so the one of the things that I want to give a shout out, right? And I gotta say, AEW having their little staycation here in Chicago, I thought to me was really dope. I thought the shows that they put on was really good. It wasn't overly booked. It wasn't too much overkill with some of the promos and everything like that. They did it. They did enough to solidify that they are in a partnership with CMML, not like how the whole TNA thing was back in the day.
True.
But having it at the Aragon Theater just looked dope.
It did. It was really cool.
Just looked dope, man.
Like, and the fact that they were actually in Chicago too.
Exactly. I mean, that's like really close to you, right, Vince? Like that's like way north.
That's not that far. That's not that far for me. Like I can get there.
Yeah, you can get this. It's close. That's like north side. So and the fact that they were there was dope. The whole look of it was sick. Everything that they got going on with Edge and Christian is awesome. Tony Storm, how much can you complain? You know, yeah, I mean the Hangman Page is the champion. AEW for me definitely is a winner. Let me tell you what's a loser. Okay, I don't know. You guys probably seen it, right? But these sweaty ass fans and their families getting in fights at the WWE shops. Right? I don't know if you've seen the one, but there was a fight that broke out, a little argument, a little tussle between, I guess, their brothers and sisters that happened at the WWE shop for no apparent reason. Why y'all getting in fights at WWE shop?
Didn't a couple of girls got into it at SummerSlam in the crowd?
Yeah, yeah. Like I forgot what row that was, but it looked like one of the girls was just trying to move.
Yeah.
And I guess like one of them didn't like how they didn't say excuse. So of course, you know, the one girl stood up and they were about to have their own, street fight up there.
Listen, I'd have to. In Chicago is relative. You can be 45 minutes outside the city and be in Chicago. Yeah, but like it says right now, like if I leave right now, I can be at the Aragon ballroom in like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's definitely right next to me. I should have gone. Why the fuck didn't I go?
Yeah, bro. What? I think you were okay. Well, that's off air. I think we know why. But okay. I think we know why because we had talked about trying to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my loser. The random ass fans fighting each other at a place where it's the happiest. It should not even happen.
Agreed. Okay. I'll go one more time. big winner of the weekend. Kind of have to talk about my boy Dominic Mysterio. Had one of the most like backstory rich match of the entire weekend. Uh, just with him wearing the gear inspired by his deadbeat dad from SummerSlam
Man,
'05. Then
man,
AJ coming out with the gear from Eddie of '05.
dude,
Styles Heat. Styles had his son in bleach blonde, just like young
dude, just like
Dominic
young
Mysterio.
Dom.
The lowrider, they did obviously the chair spot. They
Mm-hmm.
did the boot spot, which is from WrestleMania 20 with Kurt Angle,
Yeah,
which I
Kurt
fucking
Angle.
love. Dom got the win, and here's the thing: he might have had to use creative alternative methods to win this match. However, no one else was at ringside. Nobody else interfered. This was a good, clean win, as clean of a win that a heel can get without
Facts.
actually being a straight up clean win. So he's a big winner for me. I think everybody is like slowly warming up, or at least there and acknowledge that this guy is a good wrestler. He's has improved so much. Uh, Katie says in the chat, Dom didn't even knew AJ was going to do all that. If he didn't,
Right.
that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Shout out to Uncle Allen. Uncle Allen's behind Dom. Everybody's behind
Uncle
Dom.
Al, T.O. Allen, T.O. Styles.
Theo
Theo
Allen.
Allen. In terms of loser, I'm gonna have to give it to Papa H. Trips. Boy, talk about stock falling and falling fast within the eyes of the WWE community. Yes, there's people that are still going to support him, but obviously he was captured with our not so gracious presidents in proximity. I guess like Trump didn't even recognize Triple H and was felt up by by Trump as well. Then you have the comments that he's made about like evolution when he's asked straight up at the presser, "Hey, should this be a regular yearly event?" It's like, "Oh well, I don't really think the women need their own pay per view. They're so good. They're gonna be top of the card regardless." A woman has yet to main event a WrestleMania since he's taken over. Probably main event pay per view in general since he's taken over creative control. So that lets you know exactly where things stand. So it's
Mm,
just bullshit. It's always like running around. The R-Truth stuff obviously really did hurt him as well because he's getting asked, was this all part of the like was this scripted? Was this work? Stuff like that. Then it's like, were you entertained? All part of the show. He keeps getting like dogged on. Obviously, removing the pressers the weekend that he brings back the problematic Brock Lesnar into WWE. It's tough to be Triple H right now. Obviously, all the accusations of Triple K being his real wrestling name at this point in time, with the lack of diversity and showcasing of black talent.
The fuck?
Listen. I kept seeing jokes about him being called Triple K,
I
and and
no,
and
I
make,
get it. It's clever, but I'm like, holy shit, Vince just went there, just straight for it.
and
I
then
was concerned about mine being that dancing on the line of it. Vince is like, nah, man, fuck that. Like,
no, I'm doing a whole Mexican hat dance on the line. I'm there with it. Estoy haciendo un zapateado and everything. Listen, this man got grilled and joked about. It's like, oh, I can't have two black women champions at the same time, so that's why Jay Cargill let him win supposedly. Like, obviously, Street Profits haven't been highlighted. They look like they might break up. Obviously, New Day didn't really do anything after that amazing segment that they
mhm,
had with Biggie breaking him up
mhm.
from the faction. And it's just Carmelo Hayes. And then also another thing, the crowd is chanting, we want Cross," and he's like, "You got him, you got Brock. Brock is back. You got Brock." I'm like, "Bro, stop, stop the cap, bro."
I mean, not to
But yeah,
mention, you said that. What about our truth? Our truth was just a one-time deal, and then they never went back to it.
yeah, you could tell like when he did the picture, like his typical Triple H picture with our truth. You could tell he didn't want to do that. You could tell he wasn't happy that he was forced to bring him back. But yeah, no, it's just Triple H is probably one of the biggest losers, if not the biggest loser of the week or ever. like the last couple
Nah,
weeks.
nah, I definitely agree.
Triple
Real
H needs
quick.
some media training and says see fluid.
I want to send a shout out to the Heel Turn podcast. Was good
Shout
with you.
out.
Soul Ruka caught. Oh, of course, man. Come on, come on. Trying to get that
Yes.
snatch on life right there.
Yeah.
See fluid in the house. Yep. What's good with you?
What's up?
I think you read this earlier, right, Vince?
Yeah. I just read that. It's like Triple
Shout out
H
to him.
needs
Shout out
media.
to See Fluid.
Yeah.
Um, Go ahead,
Will?
Will. What you got?
I didn't have any winners or losers prepped. I knew what kind of wrestling fan I was, and I had my sweaty session. I forgot about this middle segment.
It's okay. No big.
I would probably say, just to kind of piggyback off of what Vince is saying right now, I would probably say WWE in general on a bigger picture, not just Triple H, has to be viewed as one of the bigger losers this week in wrestling, because it's all about, they say a lot of times, like when you're a kid, they tell you to learn how to read the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sometimes your parents in the right scenario aren't going to be mad if you drop shit or damn, but if you're, at church, obviously don't do it. Learn how to read the room, right?
Right.
Like WWE needs to learn how to read the room, because with everything going on behind the scenes inside their company, especially with one VKM, and people are going to scream until they're blue in the face that Brock wasn't charged with anything. There's no reason for him to not be there, yada, yada, yada. At the end of the day, WWE is attached to a man who is allegedly being charged with all kinds of terrible things, up to trafficking, the same as the Island Boys. You know what I'm saying? The Island.
Oh my
You know what I'm
gosh.
saying? Like,
Boys.
the Island Boy.
I did not think the Island Boys were going to get referenced on today's episode.
Not the Island Boys, the Island Boy. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
The island. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So
Yeah,
WWE,
yeah.
like, there's some allegations against Vince that are up there, and then WWE brings him back, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not a matter of right or wrong. It's a matter of the fact that this man is on record of treating women like that. Do
Yeah.
you think this is the time? Not whether he's guilty or not. Is this the time to bring somebody back with that attached to their name in today's climate? You know
Not
what
to
I mean?
mention.
WWE has to learn how to read the room.
Definitely,
Definitely.
100%. And then just take those, like the whole like situation right now that caused him to be away from WWE. Let's not forget that Terry Runnels has openly, like, not only in the dark side of the ring, but in podcasts, stated that this man basically cornered her in the locker room and just like flashed her. It was like completely naked. It's like kind of like taunting her, and Dustin, shout out to him, was saying it's like, hey, just don't sell it, just like move it along. But like, that's harassment. That's sexual harassment right there. And we gave a lot of shit to Ric Flair for what he did to that flight attendant.
Mm-hmm.
But no, everybody glossed over the fact that Brock Lesnar did the same exact thing to Terry Runnels. Maybe not, we don't know to what extent. But yeah, so there's patterns here. There's patterns here.
It's one of
the
those
apple
cases,
doesn't far fall from the tree.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Facts. And it's one of those cases where it was a beast that didn't want to be unleashed.
Stop.
Speaking of Brock,
man.
right? The one loser for me that I have now that Brock's back is the relevancy of the Brock Lesnar guy.
Oh my god,
that
dude is cringe, man.
Very, I mean, cringe to say the least. Other words could be also used as well, mostly 4 letters. The thing is, it's like, okay, I understand you're a fan and you had your moment, but let it be that. That doesn't mean like,
bro,
I want to be seen and get validized by wearing the same shirt just on the lengths of like, hey, aren't you that guy? When you know damn well that's what people are gonna say, because
like,
you're a narcissistic, selfish, type of person. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't want to be known as that one person and trying to get the attention of just wearing the one shirt all the time.
what's so weird about the guy is that he's living off of something that happened 15 years ago. Bro had a 4 second. Thank you, Kitty. It's like bro had a 4 second cameo like 12 years ago. Get the fuck over it, weirdo. He keeps wearing the same shirt over and over again, so he gets recognized. Try to do the same pose over and
Yes,
over again, and then when the whole stuff happened with the Janelle Grant stuff, and then Brock Lesnar was named in the whole lawsuit and everything, he did a whole thing. Apparently, he did a whole thing where he went to like some desert or some like rural area, like it's like from an episode of Breaking Bad, with like the Brock Lesnar guy's shirt on the floor. It's like, who am I now? Like, what is my purpose in life, or some stupid shit like that, trying to make a whole gimmick out of it. It's like, am I still Brock Lesnar guy, like, and stuff like that. And then when he showed back up, he's like, I have always been a Brock Lesnar guy, and I will always be a Brock Lesnar guy. I was like, bro, you're fucking cringe,
dude,
bro.
that is
Just
somebody who has erectile dysfunction.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
want to look it up, that's
That's
exactly what he is.
it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. It's we need more people like the one dude with the Natalia shirt that's always like ringside. He seems pretty cool. He seems chill.
Yeah,
He
or
keeps
the
himself.
Undertaker. He lost. The Undertaker lost. The right.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
the shot.
You never
chase
seen
guy?
that guy dress up in the same shirt again and make that same face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
like he had his moment. That's it. It's done.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like the weirdo, right? That
Yeah.
wears the same neon green smiley face shirt. Like, dude,
Oh,
get over yourself. Get over
T-shirt
yourself.
guy. Hey, you know what? My wife loves to find him in the crowd. It's like, hey, look, it's green shirt guy. Like she treats it like a game of Where's Waldo every time, because like he's usually up front, and then when he's not there, it's like, hey, what happened to him? Is he
Hey, there's the
okay?
6-year-old
Is he
version. There's the
financially
6-year-old
ruined?
version.
Like what's going? She treats it as a game, so like he gets a little bit of a pass for me, but not by much.
Okay, so you know who gets a pass for me is the black dude that wore a yellow smiley face T-shirt, and I felt just to troll his ass. See, that guy is good with me. That guy's good.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like
That was pretty solid.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. Man.
But okay,
Anything
so
else?
a winner for me,
Okay.
obviously CM Punk being a champion for the 4 seconds that he was champion.
Stop. It was 5
And I say
minutes.
4 seconds because Fantastic Four as well also.
Yes, shout out with the gear.
Shout out the gear. It was dope. I mean, CM Punk has always come out in dope gear. I mean, he did the G.I. Joe at WrestleMania 26 at one, right?
Yeah.
He's done the Bret Hart multiple times, and Fantastic Four just looked dope. CM Punk, we got to give it up to our homie, man. Man's been emotional for the 2025. I mean, the
Every
main
chance he
event,
gets.
the main event, crying, right? Had the title,
man.
crying. Bro's been just emotional, you know what I'm saying? This whole 2025, man.
This is the softest Phil we've ever seen.
For real.
The most in tune with his inner self and emotion. Like you can tell he has emotional support. He's been to grief counseling, you know, for his past.
Yeah.
So this is a man.
And I'm not laughing because we're making fun of it. I'm just laughing because I just never thought 2025 would be the happy, emotional CM Punk era. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we get emo Punk now. We get emo.
We get My Chemical Romance Punk. We got My Chemical Romance.
I mean, fitting. I mean, they're doing the farewell tour this year, so.
Oh my gosh, dude! For real? Shoot.
Yeah, tickets are ridiculously priced.
Bro, I gotta sell a left kidney and some blood just to get some good tickets.
We're talking WrestleMania money to get good seats.
Dude. Yeah. They're playing at Soldier Field this month, and I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do it, but I really want to go.
Dude,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to drop down like Sting from the rafters and just show up. I mean,
just show up.
Yeah, in full Sting get up too, because they would fit the aesthetic of a My Chemical Romance concert, anyways.
They would just think you were part of the show.
Yeah, exactly. Katie has something in the chat. It's like, listen, he won the title. That's a win. But he's a loser because why wouldn't you not get out the ring when you hear your biggest ops music hit? Listen. I didn't get the clip, but to quote Scary Movie, "Run, bitch, run!" Like what?
Well, hold on. So I have a little bit of a I have a little bit of a Austin theory about that. So the theory is
Uh,
CM Punk was selling the fact that Rollins couldn't walk up there fast enough because of the crutches.
okay,
Okay.
right,
So
yeah,
now I felt like he was trying to say, oh, he was trying to sell the fact that he can't walk because of his foot. But the
mhm.
moment the crutches dropped is when he also should have dropped out of the ring too.
Listen,
You know?
uh, he just went 1-on-1 with Big Gunther. It's not easy to compose yourself and get back to a critical thinking state after you get the little 1-on-1 with Gunther. Once you get Gunther, it's a little
This is
tough.
true.
It's a little tough. Um, I will say though, I saw way too many tweets that were logical and saying it's like by the time that Seth did his whole like pomp and circumstance at the stage, dropped the crutches and everything, CM Punk could have been in section 107 at that point by the time Seth got to the ring if he had really wanted to. But he just had this look like I'm cooked, and just accepted his fate.
It just sector the fate. I mean,
Yeah,
listen, he could have had a little bit more spring in his calf muscles and his
yeah,
his Achilles tendons. If
yeah.
he didn't try to do that thing that he did when he left the ring, he tried to do that like
Oh
one
yeah,
arm slide out front flip that
that
he almost fucked up his legs.
yeah,
You know,
no, that wasn't a good idea. But hey, you know what? I'll give him this credit here, and Matt might appreciate this.
all right,
CM Punk's got Chicago in him, and Chicago people, we ain't no bitches. We don't run
we're not
from
going
it.
nowhere. We're not
We
going
want
nowhere.
the work. We'll eat. We'll get our ass kicked. We won't get our shoes stolen. We'll get our ass kicked, but we won't run. We'll take it in the chin. If we lose, we lose. But we ain't no bitches. So CM Punk just said, like,
I'm with
I
you.
ain't no bitch. I ain't no
I'm with
bitch.
you. I'm with you.
He just had a brutal match with Gunther. He had nothing left in him to run. It's like, listen, man. He just said, you know what? I ain't no bitch. Mama ain't raised no quitters.
Come on now.
Well, actually, his mama didn't raise him, so
Get
maybe 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 that wasn't the best analogy. But yeah. So I mean, winner is Seth. I mean, I guess he's
yeah,
champion
for
now.
sure. But do you have
Yeah.
any? You have another winners and losers? How many more do you have, by the way?
Uh, we don't run like Vince when we pick a fight with Game. Listen, I picked the fight
Oh,
with Game. I didn't
oh,
run. I took it in the chin. I took it in the chin. I still didn't get my shoes snagged, but I went toe to toe with like I don't fucking know, like maybe 4 or 5 of them. Um,
okay.
yeah. I didn't get a single hit in, but I didn't run.
But
God
but
damn it.
but you survived. You survived, and that's
Oh
the
yeah.
biggest thing.
Oh
You
yeah.
survived.
Yeah. I I was the sole survivor. Another winner. I mean, loser. I'm gonna have to give it to fucking Jelly Roll, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. Well, Drew McIntyre, and Randy
Oh,
Orton are losers for being involved in that tag match. Jelly Roll's a loser because he looked like a loser. He looked worse than anyone has ever looked in that ring. I think Paul Heyman would have been able to run laps like to him. And then on top of that, you take the fucking L. Like, how are you like in the history of celebrity matches not getting the win when all the celebrity matches in WWE give the win to the celebrities? That just
mhm.
means you're in the lowest power ranks. If this was in canon, this is like kayfabe universe. If we do keep it within the continuity of WWE, he's probably the lowest ranking power level celebrity that there is because you know I think
Even
Jeremy Piven
Snooki got a
knocked out
win.
people. Yeah, Snoop Dogg
No,
fucking ran
Snooki.
the
Snooki
Snooki.
got a win.
Oh, yeah, Snooki,
Snooki got to
yeah.
win. You trying to tell me, bro? You trying to tell me you're worse than Snooki? I believe it though.
I saw a meme for him this whole time. I'm not afraid to admit it. I body shamed the shit out of him. I was calling him Fat Post Malone, and then I saw somebody make a meme and they called him Most Malone, and I was like, yes, Most Malone is the move.
Oh my god, I like that. That's a good one. Um, I
Well,
guess.
I mean, is he better than Pete Rose? If we're talking celebrities, Pete Rose didn't really do much.
I
Pete
think he
Rose was
ranked.
Pete Rose. That's all he had to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Jelly
To be fair,
To
Roll
be fair,
is
Pete Rose looked a lot quicker, more agile, escaping the ring and running away from Kane than Jelly Roll looked in the ring
Drew
in general.
Carey, is he better than Drew Carey?
no.
Nah.
Again, because
Got it.
Drew Carey, his spot was a comedy spot, running out into the Rumble, all of that. Jelly
Yeah.
Roll came in and tried to cut promos and tried to play pro
He
wrestling.
tried to
and
be a wrestler, right?
failed
Yeah.
Gotcha.
miserably failed at it. Drew
He's
Carey
not- he's
never tried to be a wrestler. That was the issue.
He's not even
Facts,
better than
facts.
Kevin Federline. Kevin Federline has to win over John Cena.
He put work in. He put some work in.
I forgot about kayfabe.
Yeah,
he,
shout out
he
to
put some
Kayfabe.
work in. He put some work in. Kevin
Yeah.
Federline.
Shout out to
Can't believe we're
Kayfabe in
comparing.
2025.
Can't believe we're actually giving props to
Kayfabe. Hey, broken clock's right
2025, it's
twice a
2025.
day.
Real quick, I do want to give an MVP salute to Candice LeRae. Man, that was a great
shout
spot.
out to her.
Of course, the three of us know that she can take those spots. We've seen her do other things before in the indie scene. So doing the spot was like, cakewalk for her. That's just like, it's just a Saturday. But shout outs to her because me and my daughter were watching and she was shocked, when that happened. So
No, it was a gnarly spot for sure.
yeah, very gnarly. It was dope. But do you guys have any more winners and losers?
No, I think it's time for last call.
Last call. Outside the ring news.
Son, where'd you find this?
One thing that we all know, we all love, right? Because we're all kind of have like the geek nerdy culture, right? We're all into other niche things. So San Diego Comic-Con was this past week, right? And they unveiled all these things that are happening, comics collabs, and all this other stuff. Of course, since we're wrestling fans, Mattel unveiled some stuff that they got going on at San Diego Comic-Con.
I knew you were going to be into this.
One of the things I saw that WWE has done collab action figures before, but this is one of the first times that they're doing Street Fighter. I guess to correlate with the movie, kind of, right?
It makes sense.
It makes sense. I kind of wish that this was the cast that they chose, and some of the cast, but whatever.
Listen,
as you see, you got Rey Mysterio as Ryu, right?
Ryu
and Bison
Mysterio?
as The Rock.
Okay.
Right? Which kind of gives me RuPaul drag queen vibes in this photo for some reason, but that's just me.
I see it. I see it for sure.
Raquel, Maya Villa. And then
Ultimate
of course
Warriors Blanca is hilarious.
It fits, right? It fits.
Yes. Oh my god.
And then you got Guile, John Cena as Guile, right? Which kind of looks like his Halloween costume from back in the day when he's Dr. Thugonomics.
Oh, when he was Vanilla
the
Ice.
hairstyle, right? I think these figures are dope. I think they're cool. The detail is awesome and stuff. If you see the packaging, it's like in the arcade style
that's really cool.
The figures are gonna come in.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
So yeah, I mean, to me that's dope. If you guys had to choose one more figure for them to do, who would it be? I mean, this is kind of obvious for me. I think Asuka's Chun-Li would work.
Ooh, no. Io Sky is Chun-Li.
Oh, Io Sky.
Io Sky is Chun-Li.
Io Sky. Okay.
The thighs are there. The thighs are thigh.
Come on, man. Come on. Jade is maybe Cammy.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay. I don't know. I really like Ryu Mysterio. Ryu Mysterio is really
maybe it's Lena Vega is Vega. Is Lena Vega is Vega?
Yeah, I mean she cosplayed as Vega.
She cosplayed as Vega, right? She did. She did.
At the Rumble.
Yeah. So one of the things that we all know, we all talked about Bronson Reed, right? Stealing the sneakers off of Roman Reigns, right? Will, I don't know if you've seen this. I know you're on social media just like all of us. Bronson Reed has took it upon himself to take the sneakers and post it on eBay. Have you seen this?
No. Have you seen this?
So this is the one that he did with the Spizikes,
That's amazing.
And this is the one that he did for the Jordan 1 mids that he took
Yeah.
off let me get that off
On Monday.
On Monday. Posted this
Yeah.
as well.
Got it?
Is it so? There you go.
There we go. There we go.
That's
So
awesome.
making it clear, the Shula Fala, as you see his name
Mhm.
there. The price I think is substantial. Seeing that
Listen,
it came from the foot of OTC.
listen. If you add up those the total, it's
Mhm.
1,316 and 734. The amount of days he held each of those titles before he dropped them. So Universal Champion for 1,316, and then WWE Champion for 734. So
Dude, that is I
Bronson
didn't
Reed did
catch
his
it.
homework. Bronson Reed did his homework.
That's
Shout out
some
to
good
Bronson
attention to
Reed.
detail.
Yeah. I like his eBay username, his shop name, Shula Fala Tsunami. I like that. I like that as well. It's really
Listen, I guess it's to stand out and to show
yeah,
that it's really him.
yeah.
But yeah, you see the photo there. That's him carrying it. That's the sneakers
Yeah.
there. So, shout out
Fresh
to
off the
Bronson
foot,
Reed.
he says. Fresh off the foot. Not off the boat, off the foot.
You get the the residue of Roman smell
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
sneaker.
Yeah. That tribal musk.
The tribal musk,
Yeah.
the tribal aroma. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, so shout out to him. Hopefully he gets that money. Get a nice payday.
Yeah.
But I think we should get into the reason why we're here.
Yeah, for sure. Before Bronson Reed lists something else on eBay.
And now, Sweaty Session.
All right. So we're fans of the show Office.
Yes.
And we've been thinking of for some time to do Office characters as wrestling characters and kind of do some mismatching here and seeing who would be what. So guys, who wants to go first?
I'll go first here.
Okay.
One of my favorite characters is Stanley. I think Stanley would be a great pro wrestler. I'd call, if he had a ring name, I think it would be Stone Cold Stan Hudson. I think that works. I think that works. In terms of a catchphrase or something he'd say, I think he'd go on a long-winded tirade in a sentence, and he'd punctuate that sentence by saying, "And shove it up your butt." Like he'd swerve
yeah.
you, and you think he's going one way, and then he shoves it up your butt. Another one of his sayings, because just like Stone Cold, he's got a lot. Instead of what, it's did I stutter? Did I
Oh,
stutter?
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, and then like when things get really intense, really heated, that nose to nose contract signing intensity. He's
Mhm.
gonna hit you with a boy. Have you lost your mind? Because I'll help you find it.
If I could add something to his moveset, maybe a cross face to be like the crossword puzzle. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yes.
You know?
Finisher had the heart attack.
Oh, you
he do that in tandem with Phyllis. But I think his finisher has to be a pretzel lock. Like he gotta hit them with the pretzel.
That's his
lock.
favorite day. That's his
Pretzel
favorite day.
Yeah, pretzel day. Yeah, it'd be your end of day on pretzel day. But yeah. So Stanley
I
Hudson.
like that. Shout out to Stanley Hudson. What about you, Wayne?
I also had Stanley on my list, but I'll wait. I think my first one's going to be clobbering Kevin Malone.
Oh. The secret's in the sauce.
Yeah. His finishing is Kevin's famous chili frog splash.
Okay.
All right. His entrance theme is Scrantonicity 2 because they're better than Scrantonicity, and they're covering Roxanne by the Police. So he's singing his own theme song from behind the drum kit.
Oh man of
And
many talents.
his catchphrase is "You'll like gel."
You like?
Oh my
That's
god,
classic. That's classic.
I like that. I was trying to think of something for Kevin, but the only thing that I kept thinking about was the chili scene. It's like the key is to undercook the onions, or but no, I like that. What
No,
about
that
you,
was
Hunter?
good. That was good, guys. For me, I went with the Scranton Strangler
Ah,
as a
fuck.
wrestler
That's a good one.
Yes.
because
That's a
he
good
looks
one.
like the what's that called? The not IRS,
The Hamburglar from
The
McDonald's.
Hamburglar.
not the hamburger, but
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Fuck, what's his name?
the Repo Man. He looks like the Repo
Repo
Man.
Man. Yes, he
He
looks
looks
like
like the
Repo
Repo
Man.
Man. Right.
Yes.
Same costume, same everything.
Mhm.
Right. So his finisher would be the the choke slam, because obviously he strangled somebody
Yes.
in theory.
Yes.
His catchphrase is "I didn't do it."
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
Strangler. Yep.
if he had a theme song, he should come out to Cupid's Chokehold.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. But what do you got?
Well, I also had the Grand Scrangler.
Okay,
Just to like
nice.
piggyback off of you, I did also have the choke slam. So
Mhm.
no, great minds. But
Of
also, I
course.
think he should be a man of 1,000 holds, choke holds at least, right? Rear
Mhm.
naked choke hold, a guillotine choke hold, anaconda vice maybe, coquina clutch, kurafuda clutch. Put him in all the type of holds.
No,
Triangle
you're
choke
right.
hold. And if we believe that it might be Dwight, Dwight has been known to say that he can use the triangle chokehold effectively. So triangle chokehold as well. There's a lot of chokeholds in wrestling. He can
I
use it,
what?
or just choke them with their own tie, just like Daniel Bryan did to Justin Roberts.
Justin Roberts.
Yeah,
There you go.
hey, maybe Bryan is the Scrandler. And there's
Daniel
precedent for it.
Bryan.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
It's plausible.
It's plausible.
Definitely plausible.
Listen, I'm not gonna say no, but I see it. I see the vision.
Okay. For me, I had Michael Scott as another character that could be a pro wrestler, obviously. But he has a lot of personas, like good wrestlers do. Like he strikes me as a real Mick Foley with many different iterations. I think my favorite face of Michael would be Prison Mike. I think Prison
Oh
Mike.
yes,
Ooh.
yes.
In terms of his saying or catchphrase or whatever, I think his go-to one is gonna be "Don't drop the soap, don't drop the soap." Because it's Michael, obviously you gotta hit. That's what she said. At
Hmm.
every opportune time, and his finisher would be the Dementor driver because it's the most
Ooh.
dangerous parts in
Yeah.
prison.
The
That's
worst part about prison is the Dementors.
Yeah, he got hit with Dementor drivers, so he learned it. He picked up a thing or two there. And I don't have a theme song for him, but he could just come out to the Uso Penitentiary theme song. Just the Usos theme song. I think it'll work.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a
That,
good
that was the
one.
first one I came up with. That was the first one I came up with when this session was suggested. What about you, Will?
My next one is Creed Bratton.
Oh yeah, yes.
His catchphrase is "The only person that kills Creed Bratton is Creed Bratton." His other catchphrase is, "In a cult, you have more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader." So I
Yes,
feel like some of his one-liners are built for
yes.
being wrestling promos.
Hmm.
His entrance theme, if you remember from the episode where they threw Nelly the party when she first came over, they
Hmm.
got him to play his originals, and he was like, "Settle
Oh,
in. This original's 36 minutes long." His entrance theme is his original music, but it
nice.
plays the entire 36-minute song while he's coming to the ring.
And while he's
So,
wrestling?
yep, the entire thing. It just goes constantly. But with him being a musician, I immediately thought Jeff Jarrett. So I was like the guitar smash and the flatliner,
Ooh, I like
you
that.
know, because he's going to have a guitar with him and stuff. So it made sense. And then
Mhm.
the flatliner and slap nuts. Creed Bratton and Jeff Jarrett seemed like they would go hand in hand in the wrestling world.
Okay,
Okay,
I like
okay.
that.
So that's where I was going with it.
I think a best finisher would be Scream Slap Run. Scream
Yeah.
Slap Run. I think that would be a great finisher.
Yes.
That's what CM Punk should have done to Seth
That's
Rollins.
what he should have
Scream
done the
Slap
whole
Run.
time.
That's 1,000% what he should have done.
Oh my god.
Creed is such a intriguing character for the whole series.
Yeah.
I like that he
Um,
used his real name for the show too. I think that
yeah.
says something with an actor's ballsy enough and playing a character so fit for them that they're just like, fuck it, just use your real name. You're essentially playing yourself anyways.
Yeah.
Right. The character turned wrestler that I have is Bob Vance.
Oh, that's a
Vance
good one.
Refrigeration.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Just because I just think that like that's a catchphrase already. Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. You know,
Bob Vance.
his finisher is the saying the body slam. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Just typical because like I feel like that's what you have to do to pick up a refrigerator anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Catchphrase is that I'm gonna refrigerate your ass.
Oh. Okay.
Song that he would come out to is Viva La Loca, the song that's by Coldplay, because Cold.
Okay.
I like it.
I see it. I see what you're doing there.
Yeah. So
Okay. I like that. That's a good one.
Bob Vance Refrigeration.
That is a good one.
I just kind of came up with this one right on the spot. I think Pam would be a great heel. Pam would be a great heel because as time has come along, she's really a homewrecker almost. Because Jim was perfectly happy without her, and then she comes in once like Jim is no longer interested in stuff. But in terms of a wrestling name, the Receptionist.
That's a good one.
The Receptionist. In terms of a sayings, you could be, instead of Dunder Mifflin, this is Pam. She could be like in the city that she is, like Chicago, Illinois. This is Pam.
That's hilarious.
Knoxville, Tennessee. This is Pam.
Thanks for calling, Knoxville. This is Pam. That works.
Oh man! In terms of a finisher, fuck, I don't even know. Like, I need help here because like I got this
Okay,
off.
so here's an idea, right?
Mhm.
So you know how Seth Rollins does the top suplex into the Falcon Arrow?
Okay.
So she could do that. She could do that and call it the double slam or second slam because she does the thing with the she drinks the ice.
Yeah.
Second drink.
Okay.
So that could be one.
Okay. Oh, we didn't talk about this, but if she had a foreign object, because Will was talking about guitars with Creed, she would slap like people with the Dundee she won when she got drunk in the debut episode of season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't got to finish it, but yeah, Pam. I just wanted to do the tagline.
It'd be a sneaky type of
Well,
heel,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I guess she would just cheat to win because she's done that in the show, So
No, for sure.
Yeah, like a little Eddie Guerrero. We'll do a little Eddie Guerrero.
No,
She'll flirt with Stu, the camera guy, because she likes to flirt with camera guys.
Oh, you.
That is true.
Yeah.
She is a little bit of a homewrecker.
Yeah. Listen, she is.
I have this whole theory about the show where she cheated first.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that because I have some theories too.
Well, she let Jim kiss her, and then broke up her engagement. And then afterwards, Jim is happy, and then she's over here meddling, and she was like, "Hey, I'm here." Even though Karen was great, Karen did no wrong. Karen was not the villain in the story.
Brian's wife caught Brian and Pam. That's why Brian's wife divorced. Pam was supposed to leave Jim before he got back and didn't.
Mm-hmm. Damn. There you go.
Yes. I also
Why do
have a
you think?
theory.
Why do you think Jim had no idea that her and Brian were spending that much time together and that they would be hanging out? You know, like
Mm,
there's
mm.
some shadiness. Pam's kind of a hoe.
Remember when she went away to school?
Yeah.
That was gonna be the one I was gonna say.
Yeah.
With the
Oh,
with
100%.
that dude that
Mhm.
was trying to show her around New
Yeah.
York.
Yep.
And I feel like the next episode, they just totally bypassed that whole storyline.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, they left it out.
They left it out because I think they felt like, okay, this is probably not what the viewers want to see. So like we'll just
Yep.
which they've done. If you watch, they've done that a lot where they just
Yeah.
totally cut
Drop.
off.
Yeah, they just
because
drop.
they're like, okay, this is not feeling the way where the characters should
Yeah.
be going.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Who's next?
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think so. Yeah.
sure.
All right. This one is. It was one of the first ones I thought of. Is Dwight Schrute? Call him
yes.
Dangerous Dwight Schrute. He's got the martial arts background, so he'll
Yes.
come out in the gi on top of the mustard yellow shirt,
Yes.
just like he was in the episode. I feel like his finisher would be called the paper cut.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like that seems like a very Dwight name, and it could be anything. But immediately I thought kind of the RKO. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
Right?
yeah. So call it the paper
Cutter. Oh, look
version
at
of the cutter. Like you could make it work. And
Mhm.
then I was
Ooh.
thinking about a theme song, and I
Uh-huh.
don't know the name of it, but it's the same song he does like 3 times throughout the show. He does it in the stairwell on the episode where he's talking about getting his raise from Michael, the performance review episode. He plays it in the car before they go on the sales call, and he
Yeah.
makes Jim leave him in the car by himself. Whatever that song is would be Dwight's theme song.
Oh my god. I like that. I like that.
And his catchphrase is Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Yes.
Beats Bears Battlestar.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Identity theft is not a joke.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
Listen, I thought about another finisher. Instead of a razor's edge, it'd be the Scranton's edge.
Ooh, Scranton. Yes.
Listen.
Yes. I like that.
I like that.
And then for obviously, if in case Dwight needed a tag team partner, Mose, could be
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You know what?
I mean, Mose knows how to fight. He was about to fight. What's his name? In the barn.
He's gonna fight Ryan. Yeah,
BJ
so,
Novak.
yeah.
He was gonna fight BJ. He was gonna fight
Oh,
Brian.
yeah. just like you're planting that seed in the ground, I'm gonna plant my
plant
seed in you.
you.
I think you know what you're saying. Oh man! Hey, you know what? One of his nicknames, one of his like Heartbreak, Heartbreak here for Shawn Michaels, stuff like that. He can be just the assistant to the assistant. Wait, assistant to the regional. The assistant to the. Wait, how is it? Help me out, guys.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, assistant to the regional
manager. Yeah.
Yes. There you go. Kickstart My Heart. I googled it. Yes, that's the song. That's the song.
That's his theme song. Then yeah.
Katie. Okay.
I mean, yeah. I like that.
Oh, and then you were talking about nicknames. Maybe the Heartbeat Kid. Heartbeat Beats.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like obviously heel character. Jan's Love Is a Gold definitely would be a heel for the women's division.
Yes.
For me, I feel like her finisher would just be a clothesline because I just feel like that's the one move that she knows how to do. Especially when she would get Michael Scott and is like fucking crazy and shit. Her catchphrase would be like "What" or "Damn." Because that's also what she would just scream at Michael. And the theme song, the theme song she would come out to is that Secretary's song. That she
Hunter's song?
The Hunter's song, yeah.
That one night.
Take
that
you
one
by
night.
the hand.
Maybe
That one night. That
you made everything all right. It's Getcho karaoke impromptu. Look at that.
Dude, that's for real.
Shout out Hunter
Built-in theme song right there.
for real.
bro.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Oh man, too good, too good.
Okay.
Too good.
I need help here,
Okay.
but I think Robert California would be a great pro wrestler.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean, essentially, he did become a villain, right?
Yeah.
in
I
my
could-
Oh yeah. His finisher would have to be called California Dreamin'.
Ooh, he was a bit of a drinker, so I was thinking the Tequila Sunrise as well.
Oh, that's a good one.
His nickname would obviously be the Lizard King.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. That
You don't even
tracks.
know me.
That
You don't even know my real name. I'm the fucking Lizard King.
Lizard King.
Yep.
In terms of like sayings, like I think he just ramble on nonsensical and just make you so confused. Like he just ramble on like a Bray Wyatt promo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just rambles on. I'm trying to fight off these urges, my brother. Everything's so sexual with Robert California. I love it.
Yeah. Remember, he had that house that was supposed to be like his
Mhm.
dream sexapade that never
Yeah.
happened. You know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I like it. Will, you got more?
Yeah. I'll do my Stanley. I had sexual Stanley Hudson.
Ooh.
His catchphrase was "Did I stutter?" Same as you.
Yes.
His finisher I said was the Worm, but like Otis. 'Cause
Okay.
I was like, that would be like Florida Stanley has fun. And my Stanley is specifically Florida Stanley. It could be like the Three Faces of Foley, but like with Stanley Hudson. So like you did one version and I'm doing a different version. Like Florida Stanley is like his version of Dude Love. His theme song is Footloose by Kenny Loggins because did I say Loggins and Messina? And he comes to the ring in a rented red convertible.
I like that.
Yeah, the rented red. What was it? The Chrysler.
Oh, PT Cruiser?
No,
not
he
PT
wasn't.
Cruiser.
He was in the long bodied Chrysler
yeah,
sedan convertible. I don't know what it is,
yes.
but that's what he comes into the ring instead of a lowrider. He would come out in his red convertible.
I like it.
Sexual Stanley Hudson. A sleeper here, and it surprises me that between all of us, the three of us here as Office super fans, nobody did Meredith Palmer. Okay, so I did the Meth Mommy Meredith Palmer. Her theme song is "Pour Some Sugar on Me" by Def Leppard.
Oh,
She has her stripper son Jake as her personal valet.
Yes.
Because nothing seems more awkward than having your stripper son be your valet. Her finisher would be the Glam Slam.
Okay. I like that.
She's not the biggest person in the office, but for some reason you feel like man or woman, she's definitely the most fucking scrappy of anybody in the office.
Survived getting hit by
dude.
So the other finisher I had was called the Hit and Run. By the way. But those were two finisher ideas. The Meth Mommy Meredith Palmer.
The Rear View.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
That she could also use that the drive-by drop kick that Roman does.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, good one.
Listen, Meredith's got some game in there, you know.
Or maybe not a headbutt, but a face butt. Because remember when she got hit by the football?
Oh, yes.
Oh, soccer too, right? Yeah, she got hit in the face of the soccer.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I think it's on you, homie.
Okay. Yeah, I have a couple more, right?
Okay.
So this is my last characters as wrestlers.
Okay.
So this is kind of a cheat code, but I chose a faction.
Oh.
And the faction is the Five Families as a faction.
Yes.
They would come out to. I got 5 on it, right?
I got 5 on it. Perfect. Perfect.
And so obviously the 5 families, Michael Scott, right, for Dunder Mifflin, Bob Vance Refrigeration,
Mhm.
Paul Fast for the Disaster Kits,
Unlimited.
WB Jones for WB Jones Heating and Air, and Bill Crest for Crest Tools and Dry. And so yeah, they would
Oh
definitely
my
come
God.
out kind of like the Evolution, right? I got 5 on
Okay.
it, so yeah.
No,
Cool guy
almost not-
Carl.
Cool guy Carl, yeah.
Cool.
Or cool guy Paul. Cool guy Paul, yeah.
The catchphrase
Oh.
the catchphrase would be just give them their parking spaces.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This could have been an email.
This could have
Yeah,
been.
this could have been an email. Yup.
They could also come out with NXT Big E's theme song. 3 ain't enough, man. I need 5.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
That's
that's
a
a good
deep
one.
cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout
Deep
out to
cut.
we're talking
Shout
about
out to
Florida.
Big E.
Shout out to Big E in his Florida days.
Man.
Yeah. We haven't talked about Jim. I feel like Jim would be a good pro wrestler since he's probably the best fit like person in the office in general. I was just gonna go with like Jimmy Halpert, because of his comic book, The Adventures of Jimmy Halpert that Pan made for him. He wouldn't really have a saying, he wouldn't have like a catchphrase.
He would just look at hard cam and just be like,
Yeah.
He'd just look at the hard cam, break fourth wall, and he'd be like,
Uh-huh.
"Hi, Coco Cabana."
Dude, he'd be like Orange Cassidy. He's like,
Yeah,
no
he's
moves.
essentially-
He's like, no.
dude, it could be like Samoa Joe, like when he does the nope and he walks
Oh,
away.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Jim could be in the
yeah,
middle of a
yeah,
match and just look
yes.
over at the camera and be like,
His finisher would just be him pranking the entire roster, like he'd put your wrestling boots, like he put your whole wrestling boots in Jello and stuff like that.
oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. He'll send you on the quest for the Holy Grail and forget about it. But yeah. I mean, Jim's kind of have to be a pro wrestler. But here's the thing: he doesn't like dressing up, so he wouldn't dress up. So he just show up in his regular work clothes attire.
He just show up in his work clothes.
Yeah, just show up in his work clothes. That's all you do.
He would have to wrestle with the messenger bag on and the loose tie.
Yes, I like that. I like that. Yeah, 100%. Anybody else?
Those were everything on my list. I was planning to have more, but I didn't get any done.
Okay, I mean
the one thing I had was matches. So obviously there'll be the match in the basement, right? The what's it called? The storage room. What's it called?
storage.
Where Daryl
warehouse?
The warehouse. I'm sorry, the warehouse. Right? There could be a match in there. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the boiler room type of thing. You have to get out of there,
I like that
type of thing, right? A match in the beach where they had the thing where you had to walk through coal, right? They had the how many hot dogs can you eat, right? So you have to be their version of the stadium stampede type of deal. So those were the 2 matches that I had.
Okay, I like that. What is it? It's the annex, right? Where
where Toby and them are. Yeah,
where Toby and everybody is. It would be the annex asylum. You're just locked in the annex, and it's a last person standing style match. You have to Toby is just gonna be sitting there. It's well, actually, you can't really do that. You can't really hit him with a steel chair. Corporate doesn't allow that. There's actual protocols and forms you have to sign. In the meantime, Kelly's gonna be in the background. It's oh my gosh, can you imagine? It's just start rambling on and on and on and on over there, and then you just see that you have to deal with Kelly, and then you have to deal with why am I trying to blank on names? Toby. You just have to deal with Toby and Kelly and everybody in the annex and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff there. Obviously,
I like that. And the fact that it's a small space also makes it kind of interesting too.
Yeah, definitely too. And I mean, it's probably the least liked place in the entire office. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to be in the annex.
Even visually. Yeah,
visually.
dude.
Another good one would be like you could figure out a way to do it, but do it like a pub brawl at Poor Richards
Oh,
and do
yes,
like a
Oh,
cinematic match like in the
yes,
bar,
yes,
yes,
like in Threat Level Midnight, but
I like
like
that.
yes,
do a
dude.
cinematic match in the bar, like in the fight scene in Threat Level
Hell
Midnight.
yeah.
Oh my god,
Also,
Michael
another one,
Scarn.
yeah, Michael
would have
Scarn, a perfect. I was about to say Goldface and Michael
been.
Scarn
Yes.
are two people that are automatically just built-in characters to be pro wrestling.
Yes, 100%. I like that. I like that a lot. That works. That works.
That's dope. That's dope. Also, you could do the Beat Farm, kind of like the Sister Abigail
Yeah.
match that they had, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Shrew
Cinematic, right?
Farms.
The
Shrew
Shoe
Farms.
Farms, yeah.
The Shroot Farm Showdown.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Oh, man.
They can do you know how like Booker T and Stone Cold brawled in the supermarket. They could do a
Yeah.
brawl in Chili's. Yeah, get
Oh,
some baby back
Oh,
ribs. Awesome Blossom. They can split an
awesome
Awesome Blossom.
Awesome Blossom.
Oh,
Oh
no.
man, stuff like that.
The Southwest egg rolls. The Southwest egg rolls.
Oh
Yeah.
exactly. There's potential. There's potential.
There's potential. There's potential.
Yeah, I like
but
it.
I mean, if that's it, guys, this is a great segment. I mean, The Office is near and dear to our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing near and dear to our hearts, just closing off with like a couple of segments. Lollapalooza was this past thing here in Chicago. Shout out to them. Just real quick, who had the better guess, Lollapalooza or SummerSlam? You know what I'm saying? We got Sabrina Carpenter with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Olivia Rodrigo, shout out with
Yeah.
Weezer.
Yeah.
Dolce
yeah.
and Chance. Did they win overall versus SummerSlam? You know what I'm saying?
I
Yes.
think Lollapalooza.
Cardi B.
Listen, I don't hate Cardi B, but she came out for one segment to start night one, and she never came back out.
True.
And then obviously we've already talked about the shortcomings of Fat Post Malone, or Most Malone as Will dubbed him. So in between those musical acts and the musical acts at Lollapalooza,
Drewski,
Drewski was there, but he's not really a musical act.
Yeah, right. Metro Boomin was kind
Oh,
of
Fat
cool.
Joe was in the crowd.
Fat Joe
No,
was in the crowd.
I popped for Fat Joe.
Fat
Shout
Joe
out
was in
Fat
the
Joe.
crowd, right? Lean back.
Yeah.
Obviously Lollapalooza won that thing. Okay, so I know I forgot to mention this too in the last call, but Universal Studios, it was said that I think everyone kind of covered this, that they're doing Halloween Horror Nights based on the Wide Six horror
Yes.
house, right?
Yep.
You know, a lot of people were reporting this and talking it, huh?
Did you say horror house?
Horror house, you know, like the
Or
yeah.
it's because it sounded like you said a whorehouse. So I'm like,
No.
whoa. I might have to visit that one.
Yeah, the haunted horror house maze things that they've been doing for quite some time is they do one based on White Six that's been covered. But this is not the first time that they've done this. I don't know if you guys know, but they did one for Undertaker back in the day. They had a horror house maze thing for Undertaker. It was kind of based on his career. They made it scary and shit.
Yeah.
So they actually did one for Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing I want to cover is that it's the 10-year anniversary of NXT Brooklyn. You already know the match.
Ooh, yes.
Where were y'all, just to end the show, where were y'all when we saw Sasha Banks versus Bayley?
I think I was still staying with my parents, watching it with my family, because that match slapped hard.
Yes.
Hard.
It has aged like fine wine.
Oh yeah, I can go back and watch it anytime. I think Will might disagree. He did a little face. I do like their Iron Women match that they had the following takeover more. I think that's the better.
Oh, the 60 minutes. The
Iron Women match is way better than their Brooklyn.
That's the
match.
one with like Lizzie, right? She took the Sasha took the glasses.
Oh, from the little girl or whatever.
Okay.
I didn't make the face because of the match. I made a face because I thought about what I was doing 10 years ago.
What were you doing 10 years ago?
I was between Mrs. X Will Gray #1 and #2 in 2015. So it was like peak fuckboy Will.
Got it. That's fair.
But when you saw that match, Will, because you know you're the most knowledgeable and the most expertise out of the two of us. Well, what was your breakdown? of watching that match, and because that's the first time that the women at that caliber had anything like that during that time.
Even 10 years ago in my late 20s, I was looking at that match and I was going, how come they're not doing this on Monday and Fridays with their women?
Right, right, right,
I
right.
went back to that whole mentality of if the younger, less experienced workers can do this on your number 3 brand, why aren't your main roster stars working this well? And that was
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago with NXT. Because
Listen,
there's been a lot of times where even to this day, some of the women on NXT are outperforming the main roster. And then you look at Sasha and them and you realize that's not new. It's been happening for over a decade.
For real. Yep. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
so many of the top women nowadays credit that match for being like, oh, that made me want to be a pro wrestler. So
So
many,
many. So
so many
many.
have credited that Takeover Brooklyn match for being the catalyst. I'm like, that's amazing. I want to do that. I want to pursue this. So it had ripples effects also too, because I think the Brooklyn match was right before the whole "Give Divas a Chance" hashtag, where
No,
the
it was after because Paige
was
and them was on. They were on the roster.
no. I know
Oh,
that, but
oh, oh, oh.
I think because it was Paige and Emma versus the Bellas, and that shit ended in like 2 minutes, if
Right,
that.
right, 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 right.
But I think the Brooklyn match had just happened not that long prior to
Yeah,
it.
it's in the same time frame. Yeah.
It's around the same time frame. Hey, what's up, Steven?
What's up, Steve?
Um, but yeah, so it's a lot of ripple effects, obviously. But great
It's
match
crazy to think too the card that they had, and that's the match that you remember. I mean, Justin Thunder Liger was on this card.
against Tyler
Just
Breeze.
Tyler Breeze, right? There was a ladder match with Demon Finn Balor and Kevin Owens. That could have been the match of the night on any show,
Yeah,
but
Will, you're
we
muted
all
by the
think
way. I
back.
saw I saw your lips moving, but I didn't hear
But
words.
but
Sorry.
we all think about the Sasha Banks Bailey match.
Yeah,
That whole show, that's a ripple effect and a butterfly effect a lot of people don't even realize is Jushin Thunder Liger being at that show. He was there because WWE was in the process of working out a deal with New Japan. And then they signed Finn and they signed AJ, and New Japan was like, nope, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
go back and watch. Like,
Shinsuke too.
yeah, Shin as well. Like, they went over there and just sniped all these guys around all that same time. And you're like, holy shit, WWE. And, like, that's why New Japan was like, no, we're good. We'd rather
Yeah.
not.
Weren't they also doing around that time? They did the Beast in the East special,
Mhm.
Yup. Yep.
where it was Finn versus Kevin for the
Yep.
title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they also Hideo Tommy Kenta was part of that also sign and deal, and at the time like Finn, Kevin, and Kenta were like top three of
hmm
people not in WWE at that time, and
Yeah,
yeah.
and
like
WWE got all of them within 12 months.
That's
exactly,
crazy.
and that's what Will's basically saying is like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
New
true.
Japan was like, whoa, hold up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No.
Um, but yeah, that match is still great. Sasha Bailey, and you see where they are now. It's crazy how many people say that match is what got them in. I mean, they're outperformed the men. It's
Oh
one of the
yeah.
first women title. It's one of the first women NXT matches that even the Wrestling
That
Observer and the Dave Meltzers were saying like this is a 5-star type of match.
They were already having really good matches leading up to that point because prior to that, we got to remember that what preceded this was the horsewomen fatal four-way match as well,
Oh
and then
yeah,
Becky Lynch
yeah,
versus Sasha Banks also happened, where
yeah.
Becky had her big coming out moments, and this match was the final thing that like tipped over and had everything that had the floodgates open, because after this is when women started to main event, because the very next PLE, Sasha had already gotten called up. She
Mm-hmm.
got called up like after I don't know if they were prior to Brooklyn or like shortly thereafter Brooklyn, but remember the four horsewomen did their own little curtain call to NXT to take over to the crowd in Brooklyn, and then Sasha came back to NXT to put over Bailey,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
more time in an Iron Woman match and to main event that takeover. That was the first time I think women had main evented since I think Lita and
Yep.
Trish and
Facts. Yep.
Monday Night Raw. So it was big moments for sure.
Huge moment. And yeah, just wanted to give props and put a little light onto that 10-year anniversary. Still holds up. But guys, appreciate you doing this with me. Will, do you want to plug in your social, say what you got going on, homie?
Absolutely. First and foremost, as always, thank you guys for allowing me to be one of the honorary ooses of the Getcho podcast. If you're interested in my shenanigans elsewhere, as always, check the link tree in my bio. Anywhere you do anything on the internet at the Will Gray, you'll find everything I do for Botchbots and Chair Shots and Rivet City Radio.
Nice, nice, nice.
I'd like to remind everyone to check out the Smack and Raw podcast live every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. I won't be there this week, but Katie Kinsey Bay and the Warden Matt Ritter will be holding it down, spitting and swallowing the week of wrestling. Also want to go ahead and remind you guys to go over to Wallop Media and check out Wallop Rewind, where Rylan and myself go back and talk about wrestling of old. We did the whole SummerSlam summer, and we culminated with 2 SummerSlams. One of them features Justin, where we talk about SummerSlam 2006. And then we also have SummerSlam 02 featuring the Warden Matt Ritter. So go ahead and check that out. Those will be available this month.
Dope, dope, dope. Yeah. If you like everything that I did here and all the jokes that we all said, you can find me at Get Your Podcast on Twitter, Get Your Podcast on Instagram. You can find all the video shenanigans here on Circle Debate. Shout out to them. They do a watch along every day of the week. So come check Justin, Dom, Ivan who jumps in, Kayla who jumps in a couple times, and they do watch alongs for all the shows. So shout out to them. Also want to promote that I got Lechon Diaries out with Jizzy and Jalen.
Yes.
Talking about the do's and don'ts of going to a cookout.
Mm-hmm.
Gas station content as well.
Listen, how do you guys have a gas station content episode and not have a gas station employee on there? Like, that was my whole thing. I was right there. I was right there to be called up for that combo.
We might have to follow it up. We might have to follow it up. And do like a little interview on a gas station worker based on the gas station.
Oh, yeah, man.
But yeah, I also want to say shout out to some of the homies, Marks and Mikes and Powerbomb Jitsu and everybody else. Guys, cafeteria, you already know. I think that's it, homies. But I think that's it. Any last words? No?
No.
All right. Well, konnichiwa, bitches.